Hello and welcome to a Pretty Twisted podcast. My name is Teresa. I'm the owner and dyer behind Pretty Twisted Yarns. If you're new here, well, welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out with me today. If you're returning, welcome back. Welcome back to the crazy. I'm coming to you from Spring Hill, Florida. This is where I live with my husband, my 2 daughters, my 3 crazy cats. And this is just a little corner of the internet where I want to share and show you guys all of my knitting, sometimes crochet, always yarn dyeing, shenanigans, and general fiber goodness. You can find me on Instagram at Pretty Twisted Yarns, and you can find my Etsy shop at Pretty Twisted Yarns. Yarns with an S on the end. So this is really exciting. This is episode 3. I've been on a pretty good roll. I did not do an episode last week because I did a live on Instagram with Aquila, and that was a first for me. It was super fun. Thanks, Aquila. You rock, babe. I think what I want to do on this podcast is plan a giveaway. So I'm going to share more about that in a little bit. I am tired, yo. But tired in the best way possible. That kind of like super excited tired where you're too tired to sleep kind of tired. It's a good tired, but tired nonetheless. I woke up at like 5 a.m. on Tuesday, I think. And I was like, oh, I have a lot of yarn today. I don't really want to get out of bed. But then I was like, I'm yucky. No, I'm not that yucky. I'm lucky though. I'm lucky that I can get out of bed and dye yarn, because the alternative is like putting pants on, and pants are overrated. Totally overrated. And then what? Like put pants on and go outside in the world? I've been there. I've been outside. It's the graphics are good, but the gameplay, I don't want to play right now. I don't want to play that. I want to stay in my house. So I'm lucky I get to wake up at 5 a.m. and dye yarn. So thanks guys. Okay, so I have a dork story for the week. My oldest daughter brings the mail in, and she goes, Mom, you got a letter. It's like a cute letter from the crazy sock lady. And I'm like, excuse me? How does Kay even know who I am? Never mind. Send me a cute piece of mail? Like, I don't get mail. I get bills. But I don't get like mail. Like happy cute mail. But this was before she got the yarn that I had sent her for her podcast giveaway for summer sock camp. She kind of knows who I am now, a little bit. But, so, as I'm opening this cute letter, I remembered that I had seen her nails, and she was like, yeah, it's Colorstreet, wears really well, and like nail polish does not last on me. I don't want to wait for it to dry because I have yarn to wash and yarn to knit and wool to dye. No waiting for nail polish for me. So I was like, it said, send me a sample. So I had requested a sample from her, and that's what it was. She had sent me the sample, which was so cute and so nice. And I have to like save the letter because I won't show her address or mine, obviously, but it's like so cute. This happened not once this week, but twice, because I'm dizzy and dense. I've said that before. So I bought some nail strips because she had recommended like put a couple on and then, you know, paint the rest of your nails and see which lasts better. But I didn't even get to the paint the rest of your nails part because I was like, I'm not doing that. I put the samples on and I was like, I need these. Like after 2 days of heavy yarn dyeing and hands being in water and all this, I ordered some strips. So my strips came and everything. And my daughter goes, Mom, you got another letter from the crazy sock lady. Like, crazy sock lady. And I'm like, what the F? All right. It was a thank you for the order. Here I'm thinking like, people are sending me mail who are fancy. I'm getting fancy mail. But it's very sweet. She's very sweet and humble and amazing and awesome. And y'all know that. I don't have to tell you. If you don't know who the crazy sock lady is, turn this off and go follow the crazy sock lady and watch her YouTube channel and podcast and Instagram. When you're done, come back. That'd be cool. But yeah. So obviously I'm not used to like Happy Mail, and I've gotten some this week. So I'm gonna be excited to share my Happy Mail with you guys in a little bit. Let's get into some knitting, shall we? I have a faux alert. Faux, if you don't know, is a finished object. F-O, faux. I have one, faux show. Faux show. Oh God, I don't belong on earth. Okay, these are my After the Rain socks. 2 of them knit up, ends woven in, blocked on some sock blockers. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. I've been waiting for a couple days to wear these because I wanted to show you them fresh off of the needles. So this is a colorway I dye. It's called After the Rain. I knit these particular socks toe up. They toe up. 60 stitches. I did an afterthought heel. I cut in for the afterthought heel. I did 20 rounds for the leg and only like 10 rounds of 1x1 twisted rib for the cuff. Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind off. It used to be my favorite. I still really like it just to like shake things up and knit different techniques. I'm not a huge fan of the flare. I hear that a lot, so nothing new, but I can't wait to put these on. I might put them on right now. I don't know. I'll wait. Okay, I'm sipping on Diet Coke because it's my guilty pleasure. This is my owl cuppy. It's kind of cute. I like to drink Diet Coke out of it. So that's what I'm doing. Ugh. I really wanted to be hanging out today with a hoe, but she didn't show. She didn't show. This hoe. I'm hoping next week I'll be like hanging tight with this hoe. A hoe, if you don't know, is a half object, half finished object. This is not a hoe. It's almost a hoe. But these are my MK colorway socks. I'm so close to almost decreasing for the toe. So I'm knitting these cuff down. This is a mini skein that I dyed that's in the sock set in my Etsy shop. It's the colorway MK. It's like a reversed speckle. Super fun. I dye self-striping yarn. Last time I showed you, I was right here. This is a little cute progress keeper from Knitty by Nature. Knitty by Nature makes super duper cute, can you focus? I don't know. Progress keepers and charms and things. And I got this in 2017, so I don't know if she's still making these little sheepies, but they're certainly very, very cute. Okay, but I use these light bulb stitch markers to mark my rounds so that I can knit the second sock, and they are sisters, not twins, but sisters. For this sock, I only did 10 rounds for the cuff because I wanted to use a 20-gram mini for both socks and see if I could do it for the cuff, heel, and toes. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the toes stripey or contrasting yet, but I did a slip stitch heel flap, and then I turned the heel, and then I picked up for the gusset, did the gusset decreases, and I'm almost to the toe. And I'm hoping next week this will be a hoe and maybe have a little baby sister hoe. I'm knitting these on US 1 Haya sharps. They're called sharp for a reason. These will poke you. They're very dangerous. So that's fun. So, dude, technically, I guess it's a whip. A work in progress. Almost hoe is not a thing. We could make it a thing, I guess. Mm-hmm. And then I have... Hold, please. My Vertices Unite shawl. I am not that far on this, but progress is progress, and I'm still on section 1, but I am to the decreasing portion. So it starts where you like increase on one side. I have a better picture of this on my Instagram. And then you get to the widest point. And then you start to decrease. Whew. And I'm knitting these on Chowgu, my favorite needles. US size 4, it's what the pattern calls for. These aren't long enough to do the next section and pick up all the stitches, so I have some signature needle art size 4s that I'm gonna use when I go to pick that up. My color A, okay, if yarn barf and like ugly yarn cakes trigger you, look away. I was catching up with McKaylee on Breaking Yarn yesterday, and she had this crazy yarn barf situation happening, and it made me laugh, and I'm like, God, I hope that doesn't happen. I know from experience, from the past, I don't like pulling from the center of the cake because yarn barf. I have enough people and cats to clean up after than to clean up yarn barf. So I usually pull from the outside, but I do like it how it just comes right out, right? So I often give myself very good advice, but I very seldom follow it. That's what Alice in Wonderland says. So, oh God, it looks like an Easter egg, but the yarn is beautiful. This is Voolenvine yarn. Still so soft. It's an 80-10-10. 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. Colorway is called Reef Madness. Collaboration she did with Primrose Yarn Co. Limited edition, super exclusive. Sorry to make you jelly. The Primrose Yarn Co. yarn cake is looking just about the same as the Voolenvine one. So, because this shawl uses like little bits of yarn for each section, once I'm done with this section, I can rewind these skeins and not use a center pull ball so that I don't get a McKaylee situation. I'm looking at you, breaking yarn. That was funny. So this colorway is called Hysteric. This was a collab with Voolenvine and Primrose Yarn Co. So this has been really fun to knit. I'm looking forward to picking up for section 2. I don't know when that's gonna happen because we all know what's coming up around the corner. I'll talk about it in a minute. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. My zombie apocalypse socks. Ugh. Okay. Knitting problems, yo. Again, this week. I'm gonna show you the knitting problem. Maybe you can help me solve it. I don't have a whole lot of project bags, but this project bag I really like. And this is from Stitching Plaza. I don't even know if she's making yarn bags anymore. Knitting project bags. I think she sells fabric now. I'm not sure. You should check her out. This is so cute for Halloween in May. And to house my zombie apocalypse socks, which are, when I shared them last week, they were much bigger. So what had happened was I was knitting on them on US 1s, Gu, which are my favorite, and I took the needles out to do some other thing. I don't remember what, but I put the sock on waste yarn, and when I went to pick them back up, I grabbed my Signature Needle Arts fixed US 1 needles. Do I bring them here? Okay, hold on a second, because I have to show you these, because I can't. Oh, here they are. They're here. Okay. Has this happened to anybody else? These are expensive needles, right? Yeah, I got them like 4 or 5 years ago. But don't they have like a lifetime guarantee? This is what happened. So I picked my sock back up. I'm knitting away, happy as can be. And this, boop, it just, so then all my stitches fell off, and I was like in the car, I didn't have anything to pick it up with, and I was mad. I might contact them. I don't know. Sad story of my life. Super sad. So then when I did pick the stitches up, I grabbed some needles. I thought they were US 1s. They weren't. They're US 0 2mm needles. I don't want to like them. I don't want to like the fabric, but I do. I like it a lot. Ugh. So I ripped the whole sock out because the gauge was different, but as I was knitting it, I realized like I really like this fabric. So I just did a 20 round cuff, German twisted cast on, knitting the leg again. But dude, the fabric on a US 0 2mm is fantastic. I might have to get some more. Ugh. Have to see how long it takes me to knit on these with this size needle. They're tiny. But they're Gu, and I love them, so I don't know. It's all good. Like, if that's the worst problem I had all week, I'm alright. So that's Zombie Apocalypse. This is the skein, and it's crinkly because I ripped the sock out and rewound it. That's always fun to do. It's enjoyable, right? Okay, so let's talk about Happy Mail, because I got some Happy Mail. I won a trivia night. Me and somebody else tied. Despite my lack of response and conundrum over what I shared last episode. If you didn't watch that story, it's not that great of a story, but if you want, you can go watch it on episode 2. So I won trivia night. I won yarn. I've never won anything. I mean, I guess I have won some stuff, but like I've never won yarn in a giveaway or anything like that. But you guys, ooh, we'll look at that box later. I won from Knitty Boh Fiber Co, Aquila, and Knitty Boh, Johnny Boh dyes. I won a skein of yarn that he dyed from Knitty Boh Fiber Co in the color Death Letter. I am dying. It is beautiful and squishy, and they sent it to me, and I was so thrilled. This is fingering weight, 75% fine superwash merino, 25% nylon, 462 yards to 100 grams. I can't wait to knit some socks with this. So, with this, I had shared that Aquila has a cranking service. She has an Erlbacher circular sock machine, and I had sent her some yarn, and she's cranking my samples of colorways. I got them with the yarn I won. So much Happy Meal this week that I'm like overwhelmed. I'm having way too much fun. I'm going to share one colorway. We talked about them on the Instagram live, so you can go watch that if you want. But one colorway that I listed on my Etsy shop is called Forest Fae, because it reminds me of a forest and a fairy, and I love both. So this is a 4-striper. It's like a woodsy brown, California avocado green, like a blushy pink kind of color, and there's my chartreuse, because I just throw chartreuse in a lot of stuff. So, Forest Fae, have your yarn cranked by Aquila. If you want any yarn you buy from me cranked, let me know, and I'll just send it to Aquila, and then she can send it to you. It's like this whole great community thing that we have going on that I just like decided to become a part of. And y'all were like, yeah, girl, welcome. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't think I would even have like maybe my mom would watch or something. But I get some few people watching my podcast, and it's amazing and kind of scary, but I love it. So I'm going to keep doing it, because it's making me very happy. It's making me very happy. Oh, and I got a sticker. I got a sticker from Aquila. It says, cranks for supporting Knitty Boh Fiber Co. It's got an Erlbacher gear heart thing on it, and this is going to go on a table I'm getting soon, but I don't have it yet. So I'm going to hold on to that. And she sent me like a cute little letter, little Knitty Boh Fiber Co. And I'm going to put all these things in like a scrapbook, because why not? So with the self-striping yarn that I dye, right now I'm doing custom dyed to order on whatever base that you want that I have in stock. And my turnaround time is like 3 to 4 weeks. I would say 4 weeks. 3 to 4 weeks. I'm dyeing a lot of yarn. I did, thank you guys for your feedback. I did add an option on my listings. I didn't even know how to do this, but I figured out how to do like an option for style. So you can get a hank, a twisted, like a twisted skein, a gobstopper ball for a little extra charge, because it does take like 3 times longer to make. Or I can do a center pull cake for you. Because I know not everyone has like a Swift and a ball winder, and I do. So if you want me to, I can do that for you. Totally. I've done some custom orders, which is super fun. Okay, so I started to share on my episodes a little bit about something that had happened to someone in my family. I promise this is gonna lead into yarn and knitting. It's weird because like I'm kind of obsessive, so I'll like look at my YouTube studio and be like, oh, I got a subscriber, and then I'll look and I'll be like, I lost 2 subscribers, like 2 people unsubscribed, and I'm like, is it because they hate me? Like, I don't know what I did, but eek, sorry. And this might be why, but I promise it's gonna lead to yarn and like something good. So my brothers, I was talking to you about my brothers and my mom and stuff. We're all from San Diego. We're from a little beach town called Ocean Beach. Everybody calls it OB. OB is an awesome little hippy dippy little town, little beach town. I'm pretty sure it's required by law to own a dog if you live there. If it's not a law, like everybody owns a dog, and if you don't have a dog, you're like weird. And so the strip, kind of the main strip that leads down to the main beach in Ocean Beach is Newport Avenue, and there's all these really cool little like souvenir shops and artsy shops, cafes, restaurants, the best Mexican food, sushi, if you like sushi. All of these, most of these little shops and restaurants and stuff have bowls outside of their establishment of water, like for your dog, because everybody has a dog, and sometimes they even have dog treats and stuff like that. And Ocean Beach, because of its like hippy dippy nature, they have like a youth hostel there and stuff, so there's a lot of like traveling people. It's called Wonderland because it's just like the most wonderful place. And I have an idea for a colorway, and like the universe is crazy sometimes, right? So I was talking to John about this idea that I have. John from a Lefty Knitter podcast, Johnny Boh Dyes. And I was telling him about it. He's like, you should call it da-da-da in Wonderland. And I was like, bro, like the place I'm from is called Wonderland. He didn't know that. So my brother Joe is like 30, and he is just like a cool cat, California surfer boy, lives in a, apartment by the beach. My brother James is like a year younger. He's 29. He lives with his longtime girlfriend in the same town by the beach. But my brother Joe lives by himself, and he got a puppy, and it was a pit bull puppy. He like, now I'm all for rescuing animals, and I've rescued animals, but my brother planned this. Like, he wanted this dog for years. He picked it out. He went, and for my brother to like plan something and execute it is like a big deal. So he did all these things right with this puppy. He, took it. We were all kind of worried, like, you're gonna get a puppy? He works at a seafood restaurant, works all the time, but he got this puppy, did like in-home training, and the dog's name is Atlas. This dog got huge, like 150 pounds, and I think Atlas is about like a year and a half old. So like still puppy-ish, but huge. My brother, he's like the same size as my brother, and this dog's head is like this big, right? So that's Atlas, and my brother takes him everywhere. He would like go home for lunch to like feed his dog and let him out. All his posts are about his dog. His dog is his life, and I know that's how it is for a lot of people. But so yep, that's that. My mom sews, and she doesn't like sell anything she sews, but she sends us stuff, clothes, and she sends me project bags. So we're gonna do a collaboration, I think after summer sock camp. I'm not exactly sure the date yet because, like, I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. I don't think my mom does either. I don't know. But she sent me like a prototype of fabric because I'm going to dye a colorway, self-striping, and she's going to make project bags. This is not the style of the bag. This is just like a prototype of the fabric. I can't show you anymore. I will though, I promise. Okay. Oh, okay, so I started to say, we all know what's coming up really soon. Summer sock camp. Dude, I burnt myself with steam. It hurts. I'm stupid. Guys, look what I made. It is my Summer Sock Camp 2021 box. It has little bees on it because bees are cute. Little flowers. And a little fairy with flowers because she's cute and I like her. And I just decorated this box. Guess what's in the box? What's in the box? It's not Gwyneth Paltrow's head. I promise. It's not. It's yarn! Oh my god, it smells good. The yarn fumes though. Okay. My original plan was to try to knit like 9 pairs of socks. But then I started dyeing all this yarn and it's just not going to happen. So I'm going to try to knit these into socks. This is Hey, You're Crazy Witch, which is a colorway Pretty Twisted Yarns. It's neon, it glows in the dark. And I have a little mini that I use like as a mop that it's just like a gray tonal. So I'm going to do this for like cuffs and heels. So I'm going to knit that on my Endure base, which is 80% BFL, 20% nylon, 2-ply fingering. So that's going to be socks. For me, I'm a very selfish knitter. I also have small feet. So, yeah. Then I got this color. Wait, I have the label even. Okay, I'm just going to put this down because too many things. This self-striping yarn by Ashley of Nomadic Yarns. I got 2 skeins from her, and these were my first Nomadic Yarns. And it's super exciting because I've always wanted her yarn. This is her card. This is on her twisty sock, 400 yards to 100 grams, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. This is in the colorway Sailor Jupiter. And it's pretty and I love it. And that's going to be socks for Summer Sock Camp. And then my another one, the cake's kind of weird because I had started to knit with it, ripped it out, story of my life. But I'm going to knit these socks. This is in her Succulent Garden colorway. And it's on her Brit sock. Brit sock is 80% superwash BFL, 20% nylon, 400 yards, 100 grams. Succulent Garden. Super pretty. So that is going to be sock number 3. I got something. This was another squishy mail. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. What could it be? Ooh. Desert Vista Dyeworks. Summer Sock Camp 2021 with the mini. This is on her Sparkle sock. 438 yards, 20 gram So the big skein is 438 yards, and then there's a 20-gram mini. 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% stellina. I can't even. It's so pretty. So these are going to be some socks, maybe vanilla socks, just so the stripes really stand out. So this is another first. I never had Desert Vista Dyeworks yarn before, and now I do. And this is her card. So I'm keeping all these. I'm gonna make like a project scrapbook, because I think, why not? That'd be fun. And have it all in my box. So another happy mail that came from the crazy sock lady, which I ordered for myself as a treat. Summer Sock Camp Progress Keeper. Summer Sock Camp Progress Keeper. So I can keep track of my progress on my socks. Hopefully I'm going to make 4 pair over the course of Summer Sock Camp. So, super excited for Summer Sock Camp. I did a couple giveaways on Instagram, which were really fun. I've always, when I watch podcasts and stuff like that, I always like to enter the giveaways and never win anything, but I was always like, I want to do a giveaway. Never did it before, so I'm like, I'm just gonna like try it and see what happens, and it worked out. So that's been fun. Doing a giveaway on Instagram, all that information's over there, but it closed today at noon. I want to do a giveaway for this podcast. I think I got about like 240 of you watching me. It's terrifying. Terrifying, really. But amazing. Thank you. So I think like when I hit like 300 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. It'll probably be Pretty Twisted Yarns colorway. But I got a lot of yarn. I got a lot of fleechy. I got a lot of like 9-inch needles that I don't like. So I'm gonna do a giveaway when and if I have 300 subscribers on this YouTube channel, Pretty Twisted Yarns. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, but if it does, I'm gonna send you some squishy mail, because you get what you give, right? So I'm doing these giveaways and I'm getting like happy mail. The universe works. Who would have thought? Not me. So really quick, what I've been watching, because it's Halloween in May, and maybe this is why people unsubscribe, unfollow, I don't know. But if I'm not spooky and silly and quirky, then I'm just not being real. So I've been watching a lot of horror movies. I watched American Horror Story Roanoke. It's not my favorite AHS, but you know, I watched it. I think Hotel is my favorite American Horror Story. It's hard. It's a hard pick. I also watched the movie Monster with Charlize Theron, which is about Eileen Wuornos, who was like a female serial killer in Florida. She was like a prostitute and she killed her Johns. It is a really good movie. Charlize Theron, I think she won an award for it. I've seen it several times. Really good. So, I did watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't care. I'm not sorry. I did. I watched it. I've seen it so many times. This is who I am. I watched the original. I watched the newer one with Jessica Biel, which I also enjoy. And then I watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning, which is also really good, which I've also seen a million times. These are all rewatches. So I watch this while I'm like warping yarn, rescanning yarn, when I can't sleep. Like last night, I couldn't sleep. I often can't sleep. So I get up at like 3 and do my nails, because why not? Like, I can't sleep anyway. May as well be productive. I don't know. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope I did not forget anything, but I probably did. I'm gonna try to link more stuff down below. But anyways, I said I was gonna wrap it up, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I will check ya next week for episode 4. Y'all enjoy your day. Happy Sunday. Happy making, whatever it is you're making.